Bus drivers are continuing to walk the picket line. They're asking for better pay to deal with the soaring cost of living in San Diego, and they want better access to clean and safe bathrooms during their shifts. Erica Lopez has been a bus driver for 14 years. She says the bathroom situation is often unsanitary, and it's especially bad for women.
And then, let's say 5, 4, 6 in the morning, if we do go to a porta potty, I've had the times where people from the street try to open the door.
The buses Lopez drives may have the MTS logo on them, but she and her colleagues don't work for MTS. They work for Transdev, a private, multinational company that MTS contracts with to operate more than half of its bus routes. MTS says this arrangement saves taxpayers money. The Transdev has the benefit of a large economy of scale, translating to lower costs for insurance, labor, and equipment. Colin Parents of the nonprofit Circulate San Diego says the trend toward privatizing public transit took off in the last few decades, but there wasn't much discussion at the time about what MTS was giving up: a direct relationship with transit workers and riders.
And instead of the riders being able to tell MTS, the public agency, hey, we want you to take care of your workers so that we get the buses running again and so we can get to work on time, instead MTS can kind of point to this third-party intermediary company and say, well, it's not our fault, it's this other company. And that's not good. That's certainly not good for the workers, but it's also really not good for the riders either.
Gary Goss lives in Hillcrest and takes the bus to his job in Kensington and to school downtown. Most of the bus routes that are out of service are in the South Bay and East County, but there are routes in central San Diego that are also not running. Goss says MTS has done a terrible job communicating that info to riders.
I still see a lot of people waiting there, and they don't know when the next bus is coming, and I just want to go out every single bus stop and tell them hey, there's not another bus coming for maybe another hour.
Goss doesn't have strong opinions about whether privatizing public transit is inherently bad, but at the moment, it doesn't seem to be working.
If MTS has a good reason to contract out these specific services to a private company, then I think they should be able to do that if they can make the case. But it seems like they haven't been willing to make that case at all, and they just sort of say, this is how it is. It lowers costs somehow, but are riders really seeing that lower costs? Because, riders are having to pay for Ubers right now.
MTS board chairman Stephen Whitburn sent KPBS a statement saying, I am deeply concerned about Transdev's failure to provide transit service to many of our MTS customers. If the transit service is not restored this week, I will call an emergency meeting of the board of directors to explore our options. Andrew Bowen, KPBS News.